Aries Horoscope, the second half of July 2025. Fire, focus, and the turning point. Welcome, Aries. Whether you were born under the sign of Aries or have Aries rising in your chart, the second half of July 2025 promises to be one of the most dynamic and pivotal periods of the year. Governed by Mars, the planet of energy, conflict, and courage, your sign is no stranger to action. But this month, the universe challenges you to channel your fire wisely. From July 15th onward, powerful celestial movements, especially involving the Sun and Mars, ignite a series of changes, growth opportunities, and unexpected twists. You are entering a time of breakthrough, but it comes with intense effort, adaptability, and emotional clarity. Let's dive into the details. 1. The Sun and Mars. Catalyst for change. Mid to late July brings bold, transformative energy into your life, Aries. Both the Sun and your ruling planet Mars are highlighting themes of personal evolution, ambition, and identity shifts. You might feel an almost electric restlessness, a sense that something big is about to happen. That's because it is. Example: an Aries creative director I worked with described suddenly feeling like her job no longer aligned with who she was. Within a week, she took a leap, resigned, pitched a passion project to a friend, and it turned into a full-time gig. Whether it's a new project, relationship change, or inner transformation, this period marks the beginning of a new personal chapter. 2. Intense competition and financial strategy. There's also a sharp edge to this period, especially in terms of competition. The celestial climate intensifies your drive for achievement and financial success. You may find yourself locked in a race, whether in your career, investments, or personal goals. That's not a bad thing. In fact, Aries thrives in high-pressure environments. But this isn't a sprint, it's a tactical battle. Example: if you're applying for a scholarship, freelance contract, or leadership role, don't rely solely on passion. Do your homework, understand the politics, and position yourself strategically. People are watching, and timing is everything. Mars also emphasizes financial boldness. You might make large purchases or invest in your future, particularly related to education, children, or creative ventures. Just make sure your spending aligns with your long-term vision. 3. Prosperity through action. Wealth and social gains. The stars are aligning to bring significant material success, but it doesn't fall into your lap. It comes from taking decisive action. This is a time to leverage your social capital. Networking, group ventures, and collaboration can yield tangible rewards. You're magnetic now. Your charm, ideas, and courage will attract allies. Example: imagine you're working in a startup environment. A casual dinner party turns into a business pitch session, and by the end of the night, you're being offered a stake in a side project. That's the magic of Mars combined with the Sun. Financial benefits may also come from passive sources like assets, royalties, or investments, especially those tied to social efforts or online platforms. But beware, success can trigger envy. Be gracious, but guarded. Not everyone who smiles is on your team. 4. The social flame. Charisma, travel, and magnetic energy. Aries, you light up the room in the second half of July. From around July 17th onward, your social energy skyrockets. Expect more invitations, unexpected encounters, and attention. If you're single, you may meet someone new through travel, education, or mutual interests. If you're partnered, you might plan a romantic getaway, reconnect through adventure, or dream up shared goals. Example: one Aries woman shared that she randomly booked a weekend hiking trip and ended up meeting a fellow trekker who later became her business partner. Spontaneity breeds success this month. Use this charisma to strengthen both personal and professional connections. Just don't spread yourself too thin. 5. A shift around July 27th. Career redirection or wake-up call. Mark your calendar. Around July 27th, Mars makes a powerful move that could shake up your work life. Expect sudden changes, cancellations, or curveballs in your schedule. This might include shifts in your job responsibilities, unexpected opportunities, or even a project ending sooner than expected. Example: imagine preparing for a product launch for months, only to have it postponed due to new regulations. Initially frustrating, but later, this delay opens up space for an even better opportunity. This is not punishment, it's redirection. Stay open, flexible, and strategic. 6. Daily life appended. Routines, travel, and unexpected changes. You may also notice disruptions in your daily routines, especially around commuting, work-life balance, or caregiving. Mercury's interactions signal possible delays in travel, sudden illness, or last-minute changes. If you've been pushing your limits, your body might force you to pause. Example: a gym-loving Aries may suddenly suffer a knee injury and be forced to slow down, only to discover a new passion for mindfulness or yoga. Delays are not roadblocks, they're signals from the universe to adjust your pace and reassess your path. 7. Emotional weather warning. Handle with care emotionally. This period can feel stormy. Mars stirs up intensity, especially if you've been suppressing frustration or disappointment. You may find yourself more easily triggered by coworkers, family, or even strangers. Practice mindfulness. You are fire, don't let your sparks become wildfires. Example: if a disagreement with a sibling suddenly explodes into a fight over childhood wounds, see it as an opportunity to heal, not just argue. Use your courage to initiate peace, not war. It's also a good time to be mindful of mental health. Journaling, therapy, or even just talking to a trusted friend can provide grounding. 8. Health and safety. Red flags and recovery. Let's talk health. You're known for charging forward, Aries, but your body needs care. This second half of July carries a heightened risk for minor accidents, injuries, or health flare-ups. These are often tied to stress, fatigue, or emotional suppression. Example: if you've been running on adrenaline, ignoring back pain, or skipping meals, your body may force a timeout. Listen early, don't wait for a breakdown. Be especially cautious while driving, exercising, or doing physical work. Mars energy is great for strength, but it can also lead to recklessness. 9. The emotional cost of speed. Learn to pause, Aries. You love momentum. But this season teaches you a powerful lesson. Slowness can be strength. When everything seems urgent, pause. Ask yourself, what's truly necessary? Not every battle needs to be fought. Not every invitation needs to be accepted. Choose your path with wisdom, not just willpower. Example: if you're juggling 3 freelance gigs, dealing with a family emergency, and still saying yes to new projects, it's time to draw a line. Declining one thing may save your energy for something even bigger. 10. The turning point. Endings and beginnings. July ends with a sense of completion and initiation. You may release something that no longer serves you, a habit, a role, even a relationship. And with that release, something new can begin. Example: one Aries man closed a business partnership he had outgrown. It was hard, but within weeks, he found new collaborators who matched his vision far more closely. This is the beauty of your sign. You dare to begin. And this July, you're not just beginning again, you're beginning smarter, stronger, and more authentically. Final thoughts. The Aries Power Path. To summarize, Aries, the second half of July 2025 is a powerhouse. You're stepping into financial opportunity and social magnetism. You'll face changes in your career and lifestyle, some sudden, some self-driven. You'll need to guard against overexertion, emotional outbursts, and accidents. But most of all, you'll be given a rare chance to pivot, grow, and lead yourself into a better version of your life. Use this energy wisely. Burn bright, but don't burn out. And always remember, your courage is your greatest gift, but your wisdom is what transforms that fire into lasting light.